Sure.
So shall we say what we've been up to?
Yes, and I actually also wanted to say, that song for me, sometimes it just works out. It's not like I always plan the songs that I choose, but there are so many lovely people out there in all shapes and sizes and differently abled people.
Yes.
And
that
we've been signing. And, well, big thanks to you, Loui, because we've just signed our first child,
I know,
differently abled child, and
she's beautiful.
Oh, she is so beautiful. And Loui, I think you can tell us a bit about Odette.
Martez gaan nou 'n insetsel wees elke maandag hier by Kaapstad Radio en ons wil net vir jou sê baie welkom by Kaapstad Radio familie. Ons hoop jy gaan baie gelukkig wees hierso.
Loui, baie dankie en wat 'n voorreg om saam met die koningin van radio hier te sit vandag.
Die edele soos haar net.
Die edele.
Ons het die beautiful voormalige Mrs South Africa and Mrs Universe en haar stunning seun Jamie Trotsky, Teresa Trotsky Habs. Baie welkom.
The big break in life came for me when I won Mrs South Africa.
It's like set the ground rules and literally formed this young man into who he is
not just
today.
That, about dealing with media and dealing with loss and because it's very difficult to be in the media spotlight and deal with the stuff that you guys have dealt with.
Hi, Omri. So wonderful to have you here with us today.
Absolutely my pleasure. How's it going over there in South Africa?
Yeah, it's going very well. We're all in the Christmas spirit and getting ready to wind down and spend time with family. But
lovely.
Thank you. I would love to introduce you to our listeners out there. We're chatting to Omri Rose. He's an award-winning writer, actor, voice actor who hosts the podcast series Shadow of Truth and created and co-hosts the new espionage podcast Spies and Lies. And of course, we can also see Omri starring in the upcoming 2022 thriller Egregor.
So, Martez.
Yes, so everyone. Hallo almal daar buite. Ons is so opgewonde om vir Corrine Durheim Cornelissen hier te hê in studio.
Yes. And for me, it's all about women empowerment and showing women that you can be the best version of yourself, right through the ages.
But
wonderful.
I love your motto, and it is, it's find your voice and inspire others to find theirs. I love this. This is what I tell the boys as well with because they model with Martez.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're nice, kind, be on time, don't have an attitude because the client will book you again if you're easy to work with.
Repeat clients. And that whole thing of you're only as good as your last job. That is something I always said to myself throughout, my career.
Love that. What was your thoughts when Jamie proposed?
Yeah, so then
your relationship, Jamie, with Elizabeth. I've said this many times before at functions as well, where, wow, to have a husband who is so supportive, who is walking this journey with his wife in such an incredible way, it blows my mind.
Anyway, so then I had this book. I had an ending to the book, because you can imagine this incredible story of this love of my life that I met in Israel, and he was just my everything and losing everything.
I met Bruce back in 2014. He'd actually just completed The Perfect Wave with Scott Eastwood and Cheryl Ladd, to name a few incredible names. Yeah. And shortly after that, I went to chat to Bruce about The Choice.
Yes.
And we obviously had
Liz,
Jamie and Liz last week in studio. And I said, oh my word, yes it is. And when I got to his offices, Bruce, do you remember? You were like, same place, same film, different time.
But Bruce also...
3 years later.
I love the quote where he said, God is getting all his
team together. Do you remember that, Bruce?
Absolutely, I do recall that, and the timing is everything, and
to be able to work with him on projects.
And I can't wait to have him in studio.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, you've worked with everybody. Let's do that list.
So one of my most favorite parts of my job, to be honest with you, and don't get me wrong, I love sitting and making amazing stories and my Dusty Land fairy tales, etc. How do you not love the work that we do with that. But
Yeah, well, before we go any further, it's just so lovely to hear your voice, and we've worked together on projects in the past, so it's
Yes.
great to be chatting with you here.
Martez, so you guys know each other. You've known each other 30
For over
years.
30 years. And I just want to
Yeah.
do reintroduction and say that Adrian is the founder of the Boca South African International Fashion Film Festival.
There we
That
go.
is quite a mouthful and quite incredible what you've achieved over these years.
Thank you.
All of Adrian's events have been so glamorous. They
Thank
have
you.
been right up there. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. You feel like a princess attending. It's red carpets, it's paparazzi, it is glitz, glamour, incredible food, incredible creative, so many opportunities for people who are starting out in the industry
Right,
as
in
well.
Sea Point, it's a retail store where we've kept a couple of the hairdressers. We've got a bar counter. We do events.
It's a
much
lovely
smaller
space.
events. Thank you. Yeah. So we can only cater to 50 people, which, well, bingo, it's perfect. Because
Wonderful.
thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for having
coming
me.
all this way.
Thank you. Yes, I know, Brackenfell, you guys think you need a
I
passport too.
was in the car thinking you guys are in town coming from Sea Point, and then I looked and said Brackenfell. I was like, wait a minute, this is
No,
going
we
to take a
had to
little
bring-
longer.
We had to bring
Wait a
something
minute.
exciting to this side of the world.
That's
Not
just very
everything can
authentic,
happen.
very
Not
authentic.
everything can happen in city centre.
Come on.
You know, so now we've brought
Absolutely.
it to the heart of Brackenfell.
It's a lovely studio. Well done, guys.
Thank you, and thank you so
Congratulations.
much for coming and visiting
My
us.
pleasure.
And please
Anytime.
come again.
With pleasure.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Adrian Lazarus. Till next time.
LB Brands, and they basically grow brands and refresh existing ones, which we can't wait to hear more about. And then they also help you with your social media marketing, PR, and they are an events agency as well. So welcome, Lisa.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to speak
Maybe
because
it's your
I'm
stress. Is there an outlet for Lisa?
Yes. What does Lisa do at home?
Shame. Believe it or not, I stopped talking at night, and then my husband says, "Why do I get this version of you?" And I was like, "Well, because I've run out of
Dit
words."
is 0839459290. Jy is ingeskakel by Kaapstad Radio saam met my en Martez in gesprek met Lisa. Lisa en I wish en Lucas van die Westhuizen sit ook hier langs ons. Grootste kinderbekkies.
Dit is so lekker dat jy saam kuier.
It catch up
I
later.
don't flight.
Yeah. I need to just quickly interject because anybody who's just joined is going to wonder what on earth are we talking about, coming down from highs and feeling a low and having a slow
Natural
day.
highs and natural lows. Natural highs and natural
Yes,
lows.
we are talking about.
We're not talking about the 90s.
We're talking about being very busy and very proactive in your day and being on that adrenaline high, and then how that can potentially affect certain people at the end of the day.
But we've spoken about it, Martez, with if you like, I came home and I had this amazing shoot one day, and I was like, I was taking selfie because the makeup was on, on
Feeling
on
fab,
point. It
looking
was
fab.
and and I was playing my rap music. I don't think you can understand or explain that to a lot of people. And then when you hit it, then the next day it's like pajama day for a week. Yeah.
Yes.
And to get rid of all of that, like,
Yeah.
so either I know the dog's going to die, or the girlfriend's going to die of cancer, or I know, it's one of those like trane trekkers that you literally sign up for.
The Vow,
And I
the
go-
Vow and Notebook for me.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
In Between, it's new on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Guys,
Okay,
oh
okay.
my gosh. And we
Okay.
did exactly that.
So I'll
Zoran-
schedule that this weekend.
Yes,
All
you're
right.
going to need it because jy gaan lekker huil.
Okay.
You haven't even said goodbye to the listeners.
Listeners, how rude don't is?
I'm
They're your
always
actual-
running. But now you see
I'm
how
like me,
special
yeah,
you
yeah,
are.
yeah.
Like how
Oh, you're
special
actually
you are.
staying
I
for me.
actually